Meet Tom Casey. He's been remodeling homes for over 27 years, and energy efficiency is always top of mind. He's replaced windows, doors, and today we're talking about siding, specifically insulated siding. Tom, today most houses built have siding attached to some kind of insulation, but what makes insulated siding different?
The biggest thing that's going to help is how much resistance to heat loss that insulation provides. So you're going to have anywhere from an R1 to an R3 deciding depending on the insulation you choose. The thicker, obviously, the more it adds to the R value. The main thing you're looking for is how much it reduces that thermal bridging, which is the amount of heat lost through the studs itself.
Now, I know you have some examples. So the insulation is actually attached to the siding, right?
Depending on the product.
Okay.
There are some that go up separate, and to show the ones that go up separate. On the less expensive sidings, to try and keep the cost down, to help flatten out the wall, we'll put up a thinner insulation depending on what the old siding is. And then you still have the gaps in between, but at least you're adding some insulation to help reduce that thermal bridging. Then when you get into the better products, you'll find that they're a longer panel, so you have less seams. It's a thicker product, so from an impact standpoint, this is a much better choice. Same kids that throw baseballs throw snowballs, so it's going to help as far as the durability of the siding. The longer panels, you're going to have a lot less seams, and get a lot more longevity with it.
And the thermal bridging, because I think that's a very interesting, when you look at a house, and help us with that, what that, for the consumer, what that means.
The biggest thing to discuss in there is we insulate the walls with the pink stuff, usually gives about an R19. So the problem with the studs is that only gives you about an R1, 1 1/4 per inch of studs. So on a 2x6 wall, you're adding about an R5 or 6. At the end of the day, the stud's not insulated. So I add an R3 to the outside of that I'm almost doubling the efficiency of that stud.
And this can work corners as well around the house?
Exactly. With the insulated sidings, what they'll do is insulate the corners, and that way you're not getting any heat loss through the corners of the building, because there's really no way to insulate that when you're building the house. So putting insulation in the corners helps on that.
So Tom, some real benefits again, and also I imagine quieter on the inside then with this in terms of the noise reduction?
No, on windy days you definitely notice a difference if you have insulated siding or not.
Okay. Installation-wise, is this something that a consumer can do themselves, or do I need the professional?
If you're going to go to a standard panel and put up an insulation separate, anyone can do that. One of the benefits we have here is all of our installers are trained in employee labor. So one of the benefits you get in hiring a contractor like ourselves is, instead of just having the manufacturer's warranty on the panel, because of this foam and the training that our staff has, you get an additional warranty for an extra 10 years of material and labor, which is unique in the industry.
And we're always very interested on Powerhouse costs. What are we talking about in terms of costs here?
A typical house will add 10 to 15% more to add the insulation to a typical siding job.
Okay, but again, we're thinking about the energy savings that are going into this. Is there a way to try to figure out, okay, I spend a little bit more for this insulated siding, and I know that can be a tough one, right?
The EPA says that when the insulation is added, average house can expect approximately a 20% reduction in their energy savings.
So again, you might spend a little bit more, but again, the overall energy savings year after year after year can add up.
It does. It helps definitely over the long haul.
You were also saying the benefit in terms of termites that come with the insulated siding and how that can prevent termites.
Both the insulations that we offer have a product that's called Preventol injected into them. It helps kill termites, so it's a nice benefit of getting rid of the termite issues that some areas of town have.
That's a nice thing to keep in mind. So again, some real benefits to insulated siding. Well, Tom, thanks. We look forward to seeing this. Thank you.
Thanks, Pete.
I think I'm done trimming the bushes. Are you done mowing the lawn, Pete?
I think I might have a little bit more to do.
Mm-hmm. Don't strain yourself.
Isn't this great? A lawnmower that mows your lawn for you. All you have to do is charge it up and let it go. It'll keep cutting, and before you know it, your lawn will look like a golf course.
I think I would have preferred using some of those battery-powered tools over these old clippers. I'm really impressed how interchangeable the batteries are and how much power you can get from one charge.
Speaking of power, you can't deny that geothermal energy is a game changer for homeowners. It really makes heating and cooling your home easier, and those monthly energy bills will be lower.
And don't rule out how you can save energy just by planting a tree. A little shade on your home and a natural windbreak will assist you in lowering those bills while also helping the environment.
And in turn, making your house a powerhouse.
Megan's Wardrobe, provided by Dress Barn.